Grand Risings, my darlings. How are you all doing today? I hope that we're all doing absolutely swell. I sure am. I'll be 1 second. I'm just quickly sorting myself out. Copy. There's my Discord. New Beginnings Creators Network. Paste and post. How are we all? Are we all doing good? This is the important thing. Is everyone having a good day? Hello, Jade. How are you, my darling? Is everyone having a good day? That is the most important thing, is that we're all doing good. I think my tapper's broken. Yeah, it's still working. It just can't change settings. I'm good, thank you, honey. How are you? I'm good, thank you, my darling. I'm very good. Hello, Alicia. How are you? Yeah, I'm very good. But yeah, this is donation based. Yes or no's are free. Anything else is paid. Hello, my darling. How are you? I'm trying to get these to look old. So it's the newer version of the deck I have. Okay, it's the newer version of this deck. So this is the old one. This is the new one. Hello, how are you, my darling? And as you can see with the old one, as you can see, look at the difference in colour. And this one you can actually see from the backing. That it's older. Can you see the difference? I can. So yeah. So yeah, I needed a new one. Thank you for following, my darling. Hey, is S upset with you right now? Let's see. I was saying they're a little upset with you at the moment, my darling, but they're not too upset. Just a little, okay, boo? Just a tiny bit. Hello, Helga. How are you, my darling? Hello, Rainforest. How are you, my darling? Can I just, if you guys give me 1 second, I just want to mute my sound on my laptop, or you're going to hear everything twice. We don't need that. You just need to hear everything once. May you get a card? Yes, you can, my darling. It's donation-based. Link in bio. A little quiet today. Is he losing interest? Or are you overthinking? My darling, you're overthinking, my darling. Okay, he is not losing interest. You're just overthinking. Okay, that is your problem. You're an overthinker. Will your birthday party go well on the 17th? Let's see. Will your birthday party go well on the 17th? Let's see. Thank you for following over on Kick. Thank you. Yes, it will, my darling. Yes. Thank you for the heart, my darling. Thank you. Mwah. Jamie, the boss finally sent me enough to pay the past due amount on my car. Nothing extra. Who cares, my darling? The fact that you got to pay a bit towards your car, that is amazing. Okay. I'm good, thank you, my darling. How are you? I've had a nice bath, nice shower. I'm now hyper. Oh, and I finished Waterloo Road again. 2 days. Well, actually, 1 night and part of a morning with a bath. I finished Waterloo Road. Is that sad or is that sad? I think I might watch Stranger Things next, but I want to try and find... I was just watching a lore thing on Twitch, not on Twitch, on TikTok, and it's called Matlock. I think I want to try and find that on whatever things I pay. But that looks really good. And I'm into law. I like lawyers. I like law. I find those sort of shows fascinating. I just skipped past a Reddit thing. I don't know what it said. God dang, give me 1 sec, guys. I just removed a Reddit thing. I don't know if it's someone asking something. 1 second. You love Matlock? What is it on? Because I know it's on CBS. But does anyone know what it's on? It's a bit spicy, though. Who cares? Or is Stranger Things a spicy thing? Also, do I have Queen for her reading? And while I wait for that, does EJ want something more with you? Let's see. Let's see. No, they don't, my darling, no. I don't like Stranger Things. My grandson does. I like crime shows. Crime shows are really good. Sent on Insta, thank you. Trouble is, all the best crime shows are like in America, and you can't watch them in the UK. One reason I'd love to live in America is just so I can go, like, switch the TV on and watch a court case. That's it. I love the fact that y'all stream your court cases. Law and Order, I need to watch that. I do need to watch that. I don't know who Katie Bates is. Out of curiosity, that's one we're on. Okay, let's see. Wait, Law and Order is based on real stuff? Oh, I did not know that. She did the movie Misery. I've never watched it. Never watched it. Never cared to watch it. I've seen clips of it, and I'm just there like, for God's sake, this is a load of bull. I was going to say something else, but it's a bit worse than bullshit. They just reenact it. Okay. But no, to me, it was... I've seen clips of it. And when I watched the clips, I was there like... It's just a psycho that kidnapped their favourite person. What's pleasurable about... Then again, I do watch a lot of films of murder. So I can't actually say what's pleasurable about watching this when I'm watching those sort of films. Can I? Can I? Law and Order Crime Watch streaming. Okay, but Law and Order SVU is the best. Okay. I'll have a look. Send me them as a message or I'll forget. But no, Queen, I feel like he is definitely into you, my darling. I do feel like he is into you. I feel like he really does want you. I feel like he's trying to see. Okay, he's trying to test the waters with you and see what you will do. Okay, if you will go forwards with him, what you'll do with him. Okay, it's almost like he's trying to understand what's going on. Okay, he's trying to see what's happening, where he's going with you. Is he going to work it with you? Okay. So I wouldn't actually say there's anything there yet, but he's just testing the waters, okay, boo? So what I would say here is don't be disheartened by him, but stay friendly. You just need to be careful of leading him on. Okay, by the way, don't meet Game Guy. He did his homework like I asked him to. I need to read it. Okay, so what I would say here is just don't lead him on. Don't play into it, okay? But still show that you're there to be friends, okay, my darling? Hope that makes sense. The last words of Dave is, do not mean he is an oracle in a pagan or fortune-telling sense. It was God. So, oracle, what does the word oracle mean, my darling? Thank you for the roses. What does oracle mean? Because I asked you to do your homework on the meaning of oracle and palmist. What is an oracle and a palmist? The Bible scholars says it's an anointing. No. So it doesn't matter what religion you are. It doesn't matter whether you're pagan, Christian. It doesn't matter whether you believe in Hinduism. Okay. An oracle is someone that speaks to a deity. It is. Okay. It's someone that speaks to a deity. So that can be God, that could be Buddha, that could be Zeus. I don't know, depends what you believe in. Okay, so that's what an oracle is. It's another word for someone that speaks to the gods or to God. Okay, so the last was, so you're correct. It doesn't mean oracle in a pagan way, because Christianity isn't pagan. You guys came up with the word pagan as a discriminatory way of calling us basically outcasts. Okay. Oh, you use ChatGPT. Ew. Fail. That'd be a massive F there. No. Okay, my darling. No, don't use ChatGPT to do research when it comes to that sort of stuff. Look. Dictionaries, that sort of thing. Okay. Okay. So, and a palmist is someone that reads your palm. Okay. So if you go back to the good old days with the Roman gypsies in Italy and stuff, they would read your palm. They would tell your future from your palm. Okay, that's a palmist, or they'd use playing cards, scope cards, whatever you want to call it. They would read your palm, or they'd be an oracle. If you go back to the Greek days, when they actually believed in Zeus and all that, they were called oracles, and they would go to an oracle to speak to their gods. If you went to Norse paganism, which is what I follow, you would be called a seer. So still an oracle, still a psychic, but they were called a seer. Okay, and a seer is someone that can see the future, that can see. We are doing questions, my darling. I'm just saying this while I wait for a question to come through. A seer is someone that can see what's going to happen or what has happened. Okay. Now, in Norse paganism, we believe you have to be born with the gift. You can't learn it. That's just part of our belief system. Okay. Can change. So, a prophecy or a prophet, which is what is called in the Bible, they are called prophets, is another word for psychic. Someone that predicted the future, told you a prophecy as a warning, so predicted your future to warn you of what God is telling them to warn you about, so you can either stop it from happening or so it does happen. Okay. I am doing yes or no's, my darling. I'm just saying all this while I wait. Okay. So, for example, if I predict someone's pregnancy, so if I say you're going to be pregnant and you're pregnant, I have told you your prophecy, I have told you your future. If I tell you you're going to get this house, that is your prophecy, that is your future. So prophecy is another word for future. Okay. You just can't say, actually no, you can say that's my prophecy. Okay. So it's the exact same word, worded differently to fit the narrative of what the person wants it to. Okay, so when they put prophecy in the Bible, it's fitting the narrative. It is of the speaker. The speaker is of whom reads the book, or whom has wrote it. When will you hear from Jimmy? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. I like the name Jimmy. I haven't heard it for ages. You will hear within 3 days. Okay, so no, I'm not speaking from the Holy Spirit because I'm pagan. I'm a heathen. Okay, I do not believe in God. I believe in the Norse gods. So Odin, Freya, Loki, all that sort of stuff. You wish someone would tell me when I'm going to get pregnant. If you ask, my darling, I can tell you. FaceTime or text, let's see. Interesting, never been asked that over tarot. So Pentacles for FaceTime, everything else for text. So we're going to FaceTime. Okay, FaceTime, Pentacles. Thank you for the follow on Kick. We're getting a lot of Kick followers. I'm scared. Good evening, my darling. Don't be sorry, my darling. Then it's not from God, correct? Because I don't believe in God. Can you tell me when I'm going to get pregnant? Of course I can. Give me un momento. First of all, are you dating anyone? That's the big question. Are you dating anyone? No, I do not. So demons. So D and Mon. D means moon. Mon means dark. It's Latin. Mon doesn't mean dark. Mon means moon. Demon. The moon. I think that's how it fully translates. Don't quote me on that. Please research that. But basically, demon means moon. Is Latin. So, you are brilliant. Been trying for 4 years. Have you been to the doctors, my darling? Like, have you got any tests from them? Have you got any... have you seen if they can see why it might not be working after 4 years? No? Okay, so before I do that reading, my darling, okay, come back to me, but I want you to book a doctor's appointment, my darling. Only if you're willing to. But I would like you to book a doctor's appointment, my darling, and get them to check, okay? And see, one, if you can have babies, and two, to see if there could be a reason that can be resolved in maybe why you haven't succeeded in 4 years. See if there could be a reason that could be resolved. Okay, my darling? Because what I'm going to do here isn't going to say if you're going to have them. It's just going to give you a date. Okay, so I don't want to give you a date and then we find out, oh, it doesn't work. Okay, I don't want to get your hopes up. Okay, so if you've been trying for 4 years, please go and ask them for help. Okay, and I will say this, I know you might want to give birth to one, but if you can't give birth, my darling, adoption is a really good way to go. Okay. So if you can have babies, then my darling, and you can have them, and you've already had 5, I think your partner might need to get tested at that point. Okay. Not being rude, but if you've already had 5, but this is your new partner, and you've been trying for 4 years, and he can't. Okay. Still, get tested yourself as well, because everyone's bodies change. Okay, something could suddenly happen. You might adapt in a way that stops it. Okay, my darling. I mean, I remember my mum used to be able to eat apples. One day, she was suddenly allergic. Your body can always change in mysterious ways. At literally click of a finger, it can change overnight. Okay, so still, it would be a good idea for both of you just have a quick test and then come back to me. Okay, boo? Okay, because I don't want to get your hopes up. Let's put it that way. Okay. But no, that one would need a proper medical need. I think you're the first one that I've actually turned down till they've got a test. That's fine. That's life. Sometimes it has to happen. Good evening, my darling. Good evening. Queen, did you send again, boo? Because I've got another one from you, but I want to make sure that it's not just the same one double notifying me. As that does happen sometimes. Although I have just seen a message saying, do not read out loud! Screaming it! I'm guessing you don't want it read out loud, do you? Oh, you had to caps it. Thanks, my darling. Love you. So, it's the do not read out loud one we're doing. Honey, that's natural. If he gets offended by that or put off by that, that's a red flag. Dump him. Of course you can ask a question, boo. Dump him at that point. Not for... Honey, even women do it. Thank you for the roses. You're all human. We all do it. But let's see. Did he hear? Do I think... Even my mum does it, my darling. Even my cousin does it. Even my friends do. No, he didn't hear, my darling, no. Okay. 1 sec. So I just had a notification about my card and I didn't want to read out the personal details. But yeah, does that make sense, Boo? If you want to know what's coming towards you, my darling, link in bio, it's donation based, Boo. Or link in description for you. Right, I am going to say this because we did have a negative person in my chat. I'm going to say this once. What I do with my life and what I choose to do, my darling, and what I choose to believe in, or the spiritual path I choose to go, does not affect you. By the Bible, it says love thy neighbour. It doesn't say agree with thy neighbour. It says love thy neighbour. So no matter what someone does, still love them for who they are. Whether you agree with what they do or not, they're still a human at the end of the day. And being negative in someone's chat could, and if you do it multiple times and start targeting, is actually classed as cyberbullying, which is actually against the UK law. Okay, so do remember that as well. Okay, just because you don't believe in something doesn't mean you need to voice it. Because no one asked, no one cares about your opinion, no one asked for your opinion. Okay. The other thing is what you give, you get. So if you talk of sinning, or you talk of saying what I'm doing is bad, your God will test you and give you bad stuff, because you have been bad through your mouth. So always remember, no matter what you say or do, you will always get back your way. Okay. Love does not rejoice in sin. But what is sin to one is not sin to another. You have to remember, everyone's brain works differently. And what might be a sin to me might not be a sin to Queen, Alicia. Okay. But how do we know Jesus said that? Were you there at that time? Or did man write the Bible? Which has been changed many times, and the book of Lilith were taken out the Bible, so people can actually take stuff out the Bible and change it to fit their narrative. But who created the sins in the Bible, my darling? Same as law. Who created law? The people. The people in power. At the end of the day, the Bible is a law book. If you think about it, when you go to the part about sins, those were laws back in those days. Like we're talking really, really far back now. They basically went by those like a law. Okay, so for example, if a man looked at a woman in a wrong way, their eyes would be gouged out. If a man touched a woman inappropriately, their hands would be chopped off. It was the law back then, and it was a law book to whomever followed the Bible. So, but God didn't write the Bible. Who wrote the Bible, my darling? Man. And to be able to hear what God said, you'd have to be an oracle. So you've already sinned at that point. Do you see my point? Just saying. So when will AM block you and text you? Let's see. When will AM block you and text you, my darling? Let's see. Oh, 7 days. Within 7 days. We're looking more around about the 4th or 5th day. Okay, here's a way to put religion into a perspective. Now, you've got good, you've got bad, you've got yin, you've got yang, you've got God, you've got the devil. Okay. Now, the God is always depicted as good. The devil is always depicted as evil. Now, let's go back to Adam and Eve when the tree was made. Okay, and we had the tree of life, tree of knowledge. Now, the devil wanted them to eat the knowledge, so that they had knowledge of what was around them. God didn't want them to eat the knowledge. He didn't want them to have knowledge of good or evil. He wanted to have reign over them and control them. The devil wanted them to have free will. So the devil enticed Adam to go and eat the apple. Thus, he ate the apple. Thus, they got kicked out. Because he wanted them to see life for how it is. To have their own choices. So who's actually good in that angle? I would rather be fan of the devil for letting us have free will than fan of a godlike being which, one, flooded the world because of sin, two, let babies die, millions, and so on and so forth. Just saying. Will Kenny eventually reach out and fix things? Yes. Also, really quick thing. You've actually got one of the main angels in the tarot as well. Will you and Kay get back together? Let's see. Of course you can ask Neely. I've just not seen your question. I think you're filtered. Yes, my darling, yes. You guys will get back together. Game guy, you can message me if you want. My DMs are always open. I was talking to my mum about this while I wait for more questions. Me and mum were talking in the car. I can't remember where we were going or what we were coming back from, but we were going home either way. And I remember I said to her, the problem with religion, these weren't the exact words, I do have memory loss, remember that. The problem with religion, roughly, is everyone thinks that they're right. But you don't know till you're dead. There's no science behind it. God hasn't come to the earth and gone, look at me, I'm here, I'm your God. Zeus hasn't come to the earth and done that. And neither has Odin. It's called a belief system for a reason, because it's what you believe. Doesn't make it true. Doesn't make it wrong. No one's right and no one's wrong. Because for it to be right or wrong, there would have to be proof. And for there to be proof, science would have had to uncover it, but science yet hasn't. So at the end of the day, when it comes to religion, every single religion is correct. And every single religion is wrong. For there is no right way to have faith or believe. There is no right way to enjoy your religion. For faith is how you see it, not how other people do. Because no one is right and no one is wrong in how you support that religion. Because, for example, God might say one thing to one person, but a different thing to another person. God might want one person to have an altar dedicated to him, while he wants the other person to go and do charity work. Some people see religion as a way to escape life, and some people see religion as a way to give them purpose. Religion isn't who defines you, and religion isn't who defines anyone. The thing that defines you is you, and how you act, and how you choose to act. That's what defines us. The way we look, the way we talk, the way we greet people, the way we give a handshake. That's who defines us. Not religion. Is Jesus part of Christianity? Yes. Christianity is a religion, so yes, it is religion. I will not stop saying religion. Period. Right, who has sent? Oh my lord, how am I going to say this? I'm going to have to spell it out to someone that's not dyslexic. Mother, how do I say this name? Maisa? Yeah. I'll try that. Do I have a Mazer here? Do I have a Mazer? Hello, my darling. I'm going to call you by your TikTok name only because I can pronounce that, as it's Brandy. Okay, my darling. Not to be rude, but my dyslexia just isn't getting round the name. I'm so sorry, my darling. So I'm just going to call you by your YouTube, by your TikTok name. So, do I have a... You prefer that anyway? Brilliant. What's your question anyway, my darling? What is your question, Boo? Will Jay ever stand up for your relationship? Let's have a look. That's a good question. That's nice. Let's see. I feel that they will, my darling. I feel like they're just a little scared to. Okay, they don't quite have a backbone as you do. They've always been brought up to be a little bit more submissive. So when they have to fight for what is right, they are a little bit held back. Okay. What I would say here is I feel like they really want to stand up for it. I just feel like they're really scared to stand up to it. Okay. They will grow up. They will be able to, because I feel like they do want to show the passion. Okay. They just need to break the cycle. Devil. They need to break the cycle, my darling. Okay. And this is what they're struggling with, is they are stuck in a cycle of submission. Okay. Which has just been submissive to whoever it is. Okay. And I feel like they really do love you. And I feel like they really do want to show that love. It's just trying to open their mouth and eyes and clearing the throat chakra. Okay? And I think that that's what they're struggling with, my darling. Okay, boo? Does that make sense? But yeah, where's the devil? There's the devil. So, with the devil, I'm going to read you what the card literally says, and I'm going to tell you what the psychic says, aka me. Okay? So, the devil is about addiction, depression, mental health issues, ego, security, obsession, cheating, dependency, bandage, materialism, sexuality, powerlessness, hopelessness, abuse, violence, assault, finding it hard to let go, the power of negative thinking. Okay. So, what I would take from that is he is in that cycle. He is abusing himself from that cycle mentally, which is giving him depression. He's not thinking positively because he's not been allowed to. Okay, no, he's not cheating you, my darling. I was just reading what the card literally says, and I'm picking bits out of it. Okay, so what he's done here is he's bound himself to the negative way. But with the devil in the tarot, I don't see it as a negative card. For me, it is probably one of the most positive cards you can get. Because although he is stuck in a routine, he's still got the free will, my darling. Okay, and I'm going to show you something. I am just going to cover up the nude. So if you look, there's two people. Can you see them just there? Two people. And you've got the devil. The devil is holding his hands up. Okay, he's going, I'm here. My hands are here. Okay, but if you look at the people, they're bound by chains. But they can escape those chains because the devil's hands, they're up like this. He's there like, I haven't put you in the chains. I've not put you there. So he is the devil. It's the people around him, the parents, his old friends, that have kept him in that loop. He's just there like, I'm just listening to you. I'm just doing as you've asked. And they have chained him to them. They have. And they're the ones playing victim. He is just misunderstood. And this is why he can't stand up, my darling. It's because he's been so misunderstood over his life. He doesn't know where to go. He doesn't know what to do. He doesn't know who will believe him. A bit like the devil is misunderstood in life. Okay, people are just scared. And that is what he is. He is scared. And doesn't know what to do. But he will get there. He just needs support from you. Okay, my darling? I am still answering yes or no's, my darling. Okay? Does that make sense? I think that's the deepest I've ever read into the devil card. Literally. Brilliant, I'm glad it does. So, Game Guy, as a pagan, we don't actually believe in the devil. We don't actually believe in demons, I'm not going to lie. As that is a Christian thing. Oh! I'm guessing this is going to be from Queen. It is! Again? Queen, did you send another one, my darling? Or did I just not move that one away? Oh, you did send another one. I've just looked at the time. I mean, Game Guy, that's while I wait for Queen to send her question through. That's a good question. What about the people that lie on the floor with Jesus being cut? If you can send me all these questions, that'd be brilliant. I can use it in my podcast. You're giving me lots of material. Thank you. Okay, so I'll quickly explain now. So I don't believe in those churches at all. I don't believe in the mega churches. The people that own the mega churches just make mega millions. They do. Okay. Personally, I'd love to go to one. I would love to go to a Christmas service in one because it does look really good. I'm not going to lie. I just don't personally believe in them. So I don't personally believe in those videos because those videos are from those churches. That's my opinion. I don't personally believe in it. Obviously, I believe in Christianity. I believe in Hinduism. I believe in all religions because everyone's right and everyone's wrong. Okay. Yes, I personally believe in Norse paganism. I know I will go to Valhalla when I die. Or Helheim. Depending if I die of honour or not. Okay. I do believe in... So that we have a goddess called Hel. H-E-L. No joke. And she owns Helheim. That's her hall. Yes, Hel is a lovely place in Sweden, if I'm correct. So, Queen, have you sent on Instaboo? I've not had a notification. Just might not have come through. No, you haven't. Norway. Oh, it didn't come through, Boo. Can you send it again? You might need to put special letters in it. There isn't a Hell country, but there's a place named Hell. Most famously a village in Norway. Known for its funny name and scenic location. Hello, Tia. Let me go back up, my darling, because it's not sure. Here you go. So you and Rue, till next week, please, in terms of interaction. How am I going to do this without getting banned? I know how I'm going to word it. Right, get ready for innuendos. Get ready for innuendos. Imagine we're pantomime. Here we go. Neely, thank you for payment, boo. So, very positive. A lot more communication is going to come in. You're going to start seeing the communication coming forth, my darling. What I will also say here for you as well, my darling, is I do feel like he is actually going to start standing up for you next to your sister. I feel him and your sister are going to have an altercation. They are going to meet in person with you. There is going to be an altercation through words. Okay, do be aware of that, okay? I don't think he's going to be able to hold back. I feel like he will want to defend you as well, my darling, okay? He does care about you. He does love you. Okay, thank you, Tia. What I will also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like he's actually starting to regret everything he said to you. I feel like he does want to be with you now. Okay, and I feel like you're going to start seeing the fact that he does want to be with you. Okay. I don't think he really wants it casual, to be quite frank, anymore. I think he wants to move on from the casualness. Okay. It is starting to look like he's moving on from the casualness, to be quite frank. Okay, boo. So what I would say is there's going to be more text, more communication. I think he's going to stay over a little bit more as well. He's going to come over a little bit more. I do think there's going to be some card games being played that will maybe lead into closeless nights. Hope that makes sense. Will you see him before holiday or after? I'm feeling after. There's just something going on in my head going after. Okay, so I'm hearing after. I think you'll see him over like a video call before you go on the holiday. Or before he goes. But after the holiday is when you'll see in person. Okay. You're welcome, my darling. Right, do I have... Do I have Neely? I don't think Game Guy knows what religion means. Just saying. And while I wait for that, do I see you keeping your job? Let's see. Do I see you keeping your job? Yes. Will you hear from JJ this week? Yes. Can someone pin Rainforest? I don't know if she's still here. Let me try and find her. Rainforest, will your boss make sure you have the payment by the 2nd? Let's see. 22nd even. Let's see. Yes. Sent on Insta. Thank you. There's a place downtown. I forgot the lyrics to that. I don't know if I want to finish singing the lyrics to that. I'm not going to lie. I sort of like not being banned. Not going to lie. There's a place downtown. If you know that song, you'll know why I said what I just said. So, Zach's energy after a little meet up at his work. Has he made any decisions about you yet? Or what are his thoughts? Let's see. So, I'm going to be very honest with you, my darling. He hasn't really made any decisions yet, my darling, okay? I feel like his thoughts are very positive, though, okay? He is starting to care, and I feel like he is trying to persuade his family to accept you and to believe in you, my darling, okay? So, he is trying to bring his family towards you He's trying to open his family up for you. Okay, and almost try and make it work between you guys. I feel like he's looking at making it work, okay? I feel like he's trying to make them believe in you. Okay. I know there is more of that question. We will get into that bit in a second, my darling. I like to, not digest. Well, I do like to digest the whole question, but I like to, like, nitpick through the question, do bit by bit, okay? Otherwise, it's one big jumble mess of a question for the tarot. Okay. There's one... If you try and jumble a whole question into one tarot, it don't like it. It will just... it's like vomit. Okay, vomits everywhere. We don't want that. So, yeah, he is going to come forward. He is going to try and make you guys, okay, be together, be seen together. Okay, and he will get the family to see you. What I will say with this, okay, is... Doesn't matter if he shows emotion or not. I don't show emotion even if I like you. Okay, you will normally have a straight face from me or frown. I don't like... A lot of people don't like to show emotion nowadays because there is no need. They try and do it through their voice. Thank you for the follow. Okay, so what you have to look at is reading between the lines in what are they doing? How are they treating you? What are they saying? Okay, this is what you got to do with him. Okay, especially if he has autism or ADHD, you will have to read between the lines. Okay. Okay. So if he's got a straight face on all the time, read between lines, look at the actions, look at what he's doing, look at how he's talking to you and how he's talking to other people. Once you see how the talk is going, you will start to see what he feels and how he feels. Okay? And I feel like this is what you got to do. Open up your third eye. Okay? Remember, you got 3 eyes. Okay? Everyone has 3 eyes. You've all got 3 eyes. 1, 2, 3. Okay? Use it. It's your intuition. Ow. It's your intuition, my darling. You need to use it. And just because you maybe have long hair like me, and it covers up your temple, not your temple, and it covers up here, it still works. Your third eye can see through anything. Okay? Remember that. So open your third eye up more and look at what is going on. Look at what you are seeing. Don't try and see with your natural eye. Okay? The more you try to see with your natural eye, okay, the more you fall, because you're not seeing the full picture, you're not seeing the full story. Okay, so keep the third eye open. Okay, it will get more positive. Okay, you're going to start seeing it getting more positive within 3 weeks. Okay, my darling. Right, let me reshuffle and look at the next part of the question. Okay. A prophet wouldn't tell you what is true about yourself, my darling. A prophet would tell your future. There's your next homework. Search up what a prophet is. When you see communication will start, like before, 3 weeks, already said that. As I wanted next Monday and the meetup, please, like before. So you will get the meetup still. Communication, there's different forms. So what sort of communication do you want, my darling? Do you want like constant talking, or just maybe a little bit of talking and some other like bits on top? Rainforest, the answer is a yes, that question, boo. Thank you, Queen. Alicia, you will be after Tia. You want a little bit of talking, so that will start within this Monday. Full on talking within 3 weeks. Little bit this Monday coming. Okay. That's alright, Rainforest. So yeah, this Monday you'll start getting small talk. Okay. It will just be small talk. Is that how much he loves, my darling? Is that what you're saying? How much does he love you? Is that what you're asking? Love. Okay, brilliant. How much does he love you? Oh, brilliant. Love it. Okay. We're looking at a 6 to a 10. Okay. We're looking at a 6 to a 10, so very high. Okay. Very high. Okay, my darling. 6 to a 10 is beautiful, to be quite frank. Okay, so yeah, I would say 6 to 10. Yeah, 6 to 10, my darling. Okay. I feel like he's still holding a grudge with his friend, but he's not holding the grudge with you. Friend, he's still holding the grudge, you know. Okay? Does that make sense, Boo? What's he done? Coming in hot. Well, I'm glad that made sense, Boo. Right, do I have Tia? You're welcome, my darling. That's what he said. No, so my dog had an operation recently. I won't say where. So she can't jump on anything, and she loves to jump on the bed. So I thought I'd just let Mum know she's coming in hot, so she doesn't jump on the bed. I think there's one left in there. You blowing out a candle? I thought you were in Christ Almighty, Jeff, for. No. Oh. Oh, there isn't one left. Oh, you have it. So my mum apparently doesn't eat chocolates. Yeah, bullshit. Oh! Ollie bought my favourite chocolate. Or one of my favourite. Nothing beats Dubai. Especially Dubai. Dubai Lindor. Dubai Lindor's good. So, talking of Holly. Hello, Ollie. I think the full moon's just arrived, my darlings. Ollie's in the chat. Evening all. Tell me you're a police officer without telling me you're a police officer. So, the Pisces has been... I can't read like that. The Pisces has been stepping up communication recently. A lot more loving and being open. Brilliant, that's what I like to hear. He wants to meet up tomorrow to continue our convo on dating. Okay. What to expect? We aren't official exclusively yet. Love it. Let's have a look. Let's see. So, straight off the bat, my darling. Why are you scared, Ollie? Are you happy? So, straight off the bat, my darling. Positive, positive, positive. I think it could be talking on the next level. Okay? It feels like he wants to go to the next level. It really does. Okay, or start advancing to the next level, to be quite frank. Okay? So what I would say here for you, my darling, is because you got me, Queen, and Alicia in your life, Ollie. That's why you're happy. What I would also say here for you as well, my darling, is the passion is starting to burn inside of him. I don't think that he can contain himself properly. I really don't. Yeah, I think that's changing. I think that's changing, my darling. I think that's changing. Ollie, I said it's because you got me, Ollie, and you got me, Alicia, and Queen in your life. That's why you're happy. But no. I think he's starting to become available, my darling, so it's starting to talk about the next step. Starting to advance. Not advancing that day, it's just talking about advancing. Okay, so what I would say here, it's getting better, okay, babe? You guys are going higher. Okay. Does that make sense? Ollie, you don't have A in your life. She's not there. Hello, Master Nova, my darling. How are you? And Ollie, you cheeky sodding bastard. How dare you go nope when I say you got me, Alicia, and Queen. Huh, I'm heartbroken. I'm good, thank you, my darling. Well, till Ollie just insulted me. Do you see us going out on a date tomorrow or more hanging inside? Let's see. Let's see. Almost done. I feel more hanging inside tomorrow, okay, my darling? More hanging inside, okay, boo? Does that all make sense before I go on to the last person? Ollie's coming up with excuses now. He's a naughty boy. He'll have a red full moon if he's not careful. You're very welcome, my darling. You're very welcome. Do I have Alicia? Yeah, Ollie, because you said no to us, we're saying no to you. Just saying. Hello, Amy. Amy, thank you for your booking. It will be done tomorrow, hopefully. Okay, boo? Hello, Stacey. On Insta, thank you. Thank you for the heart, me. So, JJ's energy towards me tonight, and when he messages, what's he going to message about? Let's see. Let's see. Ollie's meeting the chief tomorrow. He's in big trouble. He's getting fired. Right, one sec. Does that equal? Knew you guys want a wonk. There we go. You love those cards? So do I. When I'm not on a wonk. I have to say that very carefully. You want a sticker saying you met the chief. Tell me you're a child without telling me you're a child. Yeah. Hello, Hollybobs. You're too tired? I think you mean tired. Ollie, go to bed, my darling. Before I drive up to you and put you to bed myself. And you don't want that. It involves a frying pan. It involves a frying pan or a baseball bat. So, he's very positive about you, my darling. Okay, very positive. What I would say, though, still withdrawn. Okay, still withdrawn. Okay, my darling. But what I would say here is I feel like he is coming in. 2 of Cups, so yeah, he is coming in to show the love. I feel like he just needs the emotional side now. He's got the physical side. He's unlocking the emotional, okay? So you can see the keys going around. It's being unlocked. Not quite there, but it's almost there. He's going to message within the next 2 days. I think it's just going to be casual conversation between the both of you. Okay, so nothing big, nothing small, nothing bad. That's what she said. What I will also say for you as well, my darling, is I feel like he's going to make some good choices for you. Okay, I feel like he's got sincere feelings for you as well, my darling. Okay, what I will also say here for you as well is he is going to open up more. So you are going to see more of an opening in his emotions. He is going to be a little bit more vulnerable as well. Okay, so we are going to see more vulnerability coming between you guys as well, my darling. Okay, from him. So what I would say here is, yeah, new beginnings. Okay, boo? Does that make sense? Everything's closed, Holly, my darling. This reader needs bed. This reader wants sleep. The messages, yeah, like I said, it's going to be small talk. Small talk. Alicia, as I said to Ollie, I'm not a mind reader, my darling. I can't tell you what someone's going to tell you. I can tell you what the vibe is, which is small talk. Okay. Starting to open up. But I can't tell you what they're going to say. Nothing like fun time, no. No. But does that make sense, Boo? Brilliant. Right, I'm going to pop off for now, my darlings. I'll be back on tomorrow. I don't know what time yet, but I'm back on tomorrow. Okay. Toodle Pip for now. Thank you all so much for your support. Have a wonderful rest of your evening, afternoon, day, wherever you are or whenever you watch this. And remember, if you're in the UK after watching some TikTok, please be careful while driving in the conditions that we are in right now. Okay, we have had enough TikTok car crashes from idiots driving in awful weather. So please be careful. Okay. And try and drive only when necessary. Go out only when necessary as well, especially if you've got a lot of ice around you. And be careful of black ice. Please, we have had enough accidents in the new year already from people being silly and driving along the ice. Okay. As I say that, Ollie's going on. Well, we've got no snow where I am, so we are slightly safer. But yeah, so do be careful. Okay. So Toodle Pip for now, guys, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye for now.